Good morning, my love. In a world that is filled with so much constant noise, it seems impossible to know what's even true anymore. Which is why it's never been more important for you to know what your truth is. Today, let's discover one key path for you to discover what your truth is. You found your way here to Waking Up with Ryan. I'm so glad that you pushed play. This is the place you and I come to wake up together. So let's take a deep breath and begin. We live in a post-truth era. Everywhere you look, someone is telling you something and they're telling it to you as if it is the absolute truth. The issue is here, my love, is that everyone's got an agenda. For some, their agenda is to tell the truth. But I find, unfortunately, that more often than not, their agendas are more focused on convincing you of something for their own personal or organizational benefit. That could be a government or a politician, that could be a company that's selling you something, and you are going to see thousands of messages today, all in the world around you, that are intended to get you to believe something is true, to get you to take some sort of action, mostly to benefit other people. That is the truth of the world in which we live. So, what's really, really important for you to know what your truth is that you question everything. And the most important thing you question is what you yourself have come to believe. The truth is that your mind is like a sponge. And that sponge has absorbed all sorts of information. And that information has become a lens through which you're looking at reality, moment to moment. You're not really looking at reality until you have questioned your thinking so much that you have wiped clean the lens through which you're looking so that you can see reality as it truly is, rather than seeing reality from the lens of your opinion, which has been largely and mostly shaped by other people. What I want for you is to have the courage to question your own thinking about the world, about yourself, about money, about work, about purpose, about what's possible for you, about what you've come to believe is not possible for you, about your body, about how attractive you are, about your health. You have millions of thoughts that are living between your ears that if they go unquestioned, they are literally shaping the world you see. Byron Katie said the only thing that can make you suffer is believing a thought that you haven't yet questioned. And so the breaking free from the prison of your own suffering comes from willingness to be wrong. And I wish personally more people in the world would be willing to be wrong. Because when you do that, when you're willing to be wrong, when you're willing to have a beginner's mind, when you're willing to know that you don't know anything, you put yourself in a state of epic presence because you shift from believing that you know to the curiosity of a willingness to watch and find out. And when you move into curiosity, you start witnessing the world as something more beautiful, as something that's literally telling you a story that you get to watch. The problem is that as life is telling you a story, your interpretation of the story jumps in so quickly that you stop seeing what the world is actually showing you, and you see it in this like fixed way. It's almost like you pause the movie of what life is trying to show you, because now you're seeing your own movie. But what I promise you is that the movie that life is trying to play for you, life with a capital L, divinity, the spirit of the universe that's trying to relate to you and have a conversation with you in this world, that movie is so much more interesting. It's so much deeper. It's so much more dramatic and juicy. I don't mean that in like a, oh, it's so dramatic way. I mean it in like, it's so much more interesting. Life's way of showing you things is so much more interesting than your mind's interpretation of what is or isn't happening moment to moment. And so in order for you to actually know what's true for you, it's important that you question, you observe what you're believing moment to moment. You become aware, even just become aware that you have a belief about something that's happening, which is creating your interpretation of it. Because if you don't question that belief, you're just gonna believe that how you're witnessing things is it's just the truth. It's just the way it is. And that, my friend, turns you into an ultimate victim. Instead, you pause. You question what it is that you believe. And in that very willingness to question, you open up space to be shown. So, let's today turn ourselves into students of life. So let's go into a short practice. Okay, so if you're willing and able to close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and out. Let's do that again. Take a deep breath in and out. And now see if you can find one thought that is informing the way you're seeing this situation. One belief. Notice how that one thought is coloring reality. Just be with that for a moment. Taking some deep breaths here. This doesn't mean that the thought is wrong. It's just valuable to notice how much power a single thought can have. And now maybe notice how many other places in your life your thinking is interpreting the way you're seeing things. And now let yourself off the hook. Because in many ways, your thinking is something that was given to you. It's not really something that you necessarily created for yourself. It's something that was, for lack of a better word, educated into you. Through your environments, through the experiences you witnessed, through the words that were told to you, through witnessing the way the adults around you were living when you were younger. And you just carried those thoughts and beliefs with you, just like everyone else has. Not even realizing that they were and are informing the way you see life. So let's pause there for a moment and take a deep breath in. And out. And now becoming aware of this mind of yours that exists between your ears. And recognizing that it is like a library filled with endless books, filled with thoughts. And in any given moment, 1 or 2 or 5 of those thoughts are painting the lens through which you're seeing life. So, let's take that mind and give it to Spirit. Let's welcome this universe into your mind to help clean it up. And so if you're willing to be joined by the most epic, loving, benevolent healer of all, I invite you to repeat after me. Dear universe, I welcome you into my mind. To see the thoughts that dwell here, and to see the way they impact how I see the world. Dear universe, I surrender this mind to you. I welcome you to clean it up, to transform every thought rooted in fear into love, to take from me my judgments about myself and others. Dear universe, help me see the truth. Help me see the truth of who I am. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's take a deep breath in here. And let it go. And when you're ready, blinking your eyes open, welcome back. So go about your day to day trusting that the universe is on it, here to help you see reality as it truly is. Loving you from here. Hi, I hope you're feeling even just a little bit more prepared to take on the day. But before you go, I'd love to hear from you. And you can send me a voice note by going to my website, wakingupwithryan.com. Scroll down to the section that says, Send Ryan a voice note. Tap the button to leave me a voice message with a question you have, maybe a relationship challenge you're having, or a spiritual hang-up, some kind of an emotional struggle. Any topic that you'd love for me to address on the podcast, I want to hear from you. Loving you from here.